Hello, my name is Darryl Kwao. I've got the latest business news. Economist Professor Peter Quartey is advocating that government leverages the use of technology to expand other sectors of the economy. This, he believes, will make Ghana avoid over-reliance on the oil and gas sector in growing the economy. Now, according to data from the Ghana Statistical Service, the agriculture sector continues to witness slow growth as compared to the information, communication and technology subsector, a development he describes as disappointing. Professor Quartey spoke to Joy Business after the release of the first quarter GDP figures, which stands at 6.7%.
Provided that we use part of the resources from oil to diversify the economy, to modernize agriculture, to support other sectors of the economy so that we don't have oil driving most of the activities in Ghana. We don't want to suffer from the Dutch disease problem, where we focus more on one sector at the expense of the other, because that can be quite disappointing or can be troublesome sometimes. When oil prices go down, like it happened in Nigeria in 2016, you have an economic slowdown and economic stagnation. You don't want that. You want to diversify your economy so that when oil prices or one sector is not performing, quickly you adjust and then you're able to cope very well. We're likely to meet our growth targets. If there's going to be any shortfall at all, it should be very marginal. I think we should. But it's not just, we know oil is going to grow, given the trends we are seeing. The oil sector is going to drive the economy. But we need to be worried if the other key sectors, agriculture and manufacturing, is not picking up.
In other news, this afternoon, in a few weeks, Cocoa Board is expected to take over the management of the shea industry. Now, speaking to Joy Business, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Carlos Ahenkwa, said the move will allow Cocoa Board provide financial assistance to farmers interested in the commodity as well as regulate prices.
Very soon, government is coming up with a program where shea nut handling would be akin to what happens in the cocoa industry. The Cocoa Board has been given the mandate to take charge of shea nut and also coffee. So, with regards to how cocoa is marketed, produced, purchased and marketed outside, we're going to see how we can develop a trend where the same thing will apply to the shea nut industry and even cashew. So I would say that let us look at situations where we can get better strains to develop, or shorten the yield time.
In other news, as part of efforts to improve financial inclusion, government through the Ministry of Finance has awarded 2 fintech companies a total of $530,000 to develop innovative remittance products at a relatively lower cost. The award forms part of the Remittance Grant Facility, a $2.6 million project financed by the Swiss government.
The Remittance Grant Facility, RGF, was launched in May 2017 to provide financial assistance to companies to develop and introduce innovative remittance services. Speaking at the award ceremony, Director of Financial Services at the Ministry of Finance, Samson Akligo, explained government will continue to support enterprises to push economic growth.
This initiative is one of the most valued ones for me, and I want the recipients to make the country proud as they work to build formidable businesses. I also want to hint that I think we have done quite some work on fintech. A lot of them are on the policy level, but at the Ministry of Finance, I think we have come with a digital financial services strategy that is in the works. We have also, I just got a report on the Cashlight Roadmap, which is on my desk. And you know that the entire government is very committed to that. Another key thing that we are working on, which I think is also going to be very practical, is that under the International Financial Services Center concept, fintech is a very key umbrella. So we hope that all this would continue to provide that formidable business for fintech to thrive.